All right, folks, this is John S. Rhodes, and I've got some breaking news for you and also some deep psychological and philosophical things to discuss about MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor, and of course, Bitcoin. So let's start right at the top. So, MicroStrategy, which has the stock symbol MSTR, MicroStrategy founder Michael Saylor entered into a stock sale agreement with the company last year. So think about that. That was not this year. It was premeditated because he entered into that agreement last year. All right. Now, that agreement allows him to sell up to 400,000 shares of MicroStrategy. And he has done a ton of selling through April 2024. I don't have anything really beyond that at this point. So let's talk about how much money we are talking about here. It is a tremendous amount of money. And let's get right to it. It is $370 million in stock sales of MicroStrategy this year through April 2024. Okay, so we're a few months beyond that, of course. And some people are speculating that means that he has lost faith in MicroStrategy, and he's even lost faith in Bitcoin because, as many people know, MicroStrategy owns a tremendous amount of Bitcoin. So if he's selling the stock, he seems to, not like the company, doesn't believe in it. He wants to cash out, wants to buy, Lambos and exotic homes, more yachts and so forth, right? That's what it seems. And perhaps he's even lost faith in Bitcoin itself. And to that I say, hell no, that's not what's going on whatsoever. So we're talking about $370 million in stock sales in this year. So that's just a tremendous amount of money, and it does seem to point people in a certain direction, but I think it's a misdirection to speculate on what's really going on without knowing all the facts. And guess what? I have some facts that are really, really amazing here that will change everything. And before we get to that, my name is John S. Rhodes. I'm one of the Rhodes brothers. My brother, Matt Rhodes, and I, we provide people with a ton of information, ton of teaching and training just like this, and we break news as soon as we find it. So if you're interested in artificial intelligence, making money online, and even, psychological and philosophical topics, by all means, go ahead and like, share, subscribe. Okay, back to the topic at hand. Has Michael Saylor lost faith in MicroStrategy? I don't think so. And has he lost faith in Bitcoin? Absolutely not. And here is the proof. Okay, this is pretty incredible. So Michael Saylor specifically said just a few days ago that he personally owns about 1 billion, billion with a B, $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. And very, 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 very importantly, he's going to continue to accumulate more. And I'm going to read a quote here because I think it's great. This is from Saylor. I will continue to acquire more, Saylor said to Bloomberg TV in an interview. I think it's a great capital investment asset for an individual, that's you and me, of course, family, institutional corporation, or country. I can't see a better place to put my money. He's talking about where he's putting his money, where his mouth is. He talks about Bitcoin. He believes in Bitcoin. He's a Bitcoin evangelist. And so he owns nearly $1 billion. In fact, it might be $1 billion of Bitcoin at the personal level. Again, at the personal level, not through ownership of MicroStrategy, but his own Bitcoin. And so him selling MicroStrategy is actually an asset allocation strategy. He's actually taking money out of equity, out of a stock, out of a business, out of a company that he has a very strong vested interest in. He hasn't sold out completely. He's only sold some shares to accumulate cash, US dollars, fiat, and then he's converting that into the best asset known to man. Gold? No. Bitcoin. Although Bitcoin does it's the most awesome gold. Not too bad. All right, so he's backing up his words with actions, right? So he's tweeted about 4 years ago. This was interesting. He tweeted 4 years ago that he owns over 17,000, nearly 18,000 Bitcoin at an average price of about $10,000. Fast forward to today, and of course, Bitcoin is trading between $55,000 and $60,000, and of course, that's going to change over time, as you know. Okay, so listen, this is a really, really big deal. If we were to summarize it, it appears that Michael Saylor is selling MicroStrategy stock to buy more Bitcoin directly. And although he has moved from the CEO role into a strategic oversight role, an evangelist role, he is still very much heavily involved in what is going on with MicroStrategy. So he hasn't abandoned the company whatsoever. He's still there guiding and advising, but he's elevated his role within the company. And I'm sure he's providing strategic guidance inside the company as well with some of the software activities that he's involved with and the company's involved with related to Bitcoin at various layers, right? There's new software that MicroStrategy is working on. And if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below about what MicroStrategy is really working on. Okay, so again, he has not lost faith in the company from what I can tell, and he absolutely has not lost faith in Bitcoin itself. So his playbook for MicroStrategy, and more importantly for himself, get more Bitcoin. And that is the bottom line. It is not that he has lost faith. Instead, he is actually allocating more and more of his time and energy and actual dollars, his life savings and value. He's pouring that into Bitcoin, practicing what he preaches. Again, I'm John S. Rhodes. If you find this informative, share it with a friend, like, share, and by all means, comment in the description below. You will find more information on making more money, health, wellness, happiness, artificial intelligence, technology, psychology, philosophy, and much more. Find what suits you. Look forward to seeing you in the next training. Thank you. Take care.